Alright everyone, it's the Grim Lord here, and this is Grim's Comics Corner. I'm not sure which of these Witchblades to do. I already did one that was 15 pages, and apparently that wasn't it, but hopefully this is, because we've got 3 different ones, so I don't know what's going on with it. But we'll do the best we can. Alright, let's get started. Now, this is Eidos, which is no longer a thing. Well, I mean, they've kind of fizzled out, but Sony now owns the rights to... no, it's not Sony. Square Enix owns the rights to Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. So I don't know if we're going to get a new game announcement from them tomorrow or not on Gamescom. We might, but I don't know if it'll be any good. Anyway, let's remember what Lara Croft used to be with this this old reading of... It's a new reading of an old book, alright? You guys get it. Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider. Free-spirited and beholden to no one, multimillionaire archaeologist Lara Croft traces the globe in search of action and adventure. As a girl, Lara survived a plane crash that killed both of her parents. The brush with death left her forever unsatisfied with a quiet life. Lara's not living unless she's facing death, and when she comes face to face with a menace of society, she's not afraid to hand out 9mm justice. Best kind of justice. No stranger to strangeness, NYPD homicide detective Sarah Pazzini is wielder of the Witchblade, a supernatural weapon that melds with the strongest female psyche of an era. Sarah believes in humane justice, but increasingly she faces situations that the American judicial system is ill-equipped to handle. With a gun and a badge are not enough for the job, she counts on the power of the Witchblade. Vendetta. I joined the force 8 years ago for a lot of reasons. Besides my family ties as a partner, I just wanted to be one of the good guys who beats the bad guys. Our system is flawed in so many ways, but I believe in its essence, the preservation of justice. We use negative reinforcement as a means to upload this justice. Fines, probation, jail, and in extreme cases, prison and executions are handed out as punishment. I'm not a big fan of negative reinforcement, but it's kind of difficult to just tell a drug dealer who's making $5,000 a month there's other ways to make a living, and expect him to just stop. Whoops! Many times, law enforcement agencies aren't the only ones who exact retribution. You piss off some people enough and they need to take matters into their own hands. Wonder what I did there. Oh, there we go. I figured something new out. Unlike the police, these people aren't bound by any set of rules. The need for vengeance, if the wound is deep enough, can become the driving force in someone's life. To them, the consequence has no meaning. That's the bad guy I fear most. The detective, Sarah Pazzini. She's not a doctor. Police report, number 259423. The emergency call was received at 7:55 p.m. An elderly woman reported what appeared to be a domestic dispute. It wasn't. 911 emergency. Hello, it's the Scarpanis next door. They're having another fight. Stay calm. What is your address? Please hurry. He's screaming. I think she's going to kill him this time. Ma'am, what's happening? The dunk! Ma'am? Oh my God! Ma'am? Ma'am? Are you still there? Ma'am, please stay calm. You'll be okay. Ma'am? Whoa! Crack! No, what now? This ends here, murderer. Rah! Fresh! Wow, 2 for 2. Ugly and slow. Hiss! Ma'am? No, this wasn't like any domestic dispute I've ever heard of. It was more like an episode of The X-Files. Scully, how can you explain what we just saw? There has to be a scientific explanation. What if science can't explain it? How can you watch this paranormal crap? It's so unbelievable. That's not an option, Mulder. The answers are there. You just have to know where to look. Abel? Damn it, not this time. Oh, bloody hell! The police arrived within minutes. The old woman that made the 911 call was taken to the emergency room after having the hell shocked out of her. One Vincent Scarponi was DOA, seriously mangled, and a younger woman with 2 automatic weapons was taken into custody. That's when I showed up. Please, I didn't kill anybody. This is a waste of time. I'll take it from here, Gorder. Coffee? I prefer tea. I didn't kill anyone, Detective. Pizzini, Sarah Pizzini, and I didn't say you did, especially since Mr. Scarponi obviously didn't end up that way from any kind of gunfire. But even you must admit something. A tad out of the ordinary happened here. A tad. I just need to know why we have a man severely pummeled to death, an old woman claiming that the devil himself came through her wall, and 2 kids who say an Amazon woman firing 2 Uzis chased a 12-foot dragon through their apartment. Can you shed any light on these accounts? Do you have a name? Look, if you're not going to cooperate, I'm taking you down. Amazon, eh? Lately it seems that I'm the one Siri sends to these bizarre crime scenes. I must be the Mulder and Scully of the NYPD. So, you gonna answer me, baby? You need representation or what? I got connections to some high rollers who pay top dollar for a jewel like you. Keep chattering, lover boy, and you'll be minus your jewels. Take it easy, sugar. I can make you more money in one. You can lay off the pimp act, Drex. I think she has enough money. Miss Lara Croft, multimillionaire archaeologist, daughter of Lord Heshingley and Mary Croft, both deceased, travels the world in search of adventure and mysterious treasures. Tell me, Miss Croft, what sort of archaeology were you studying at Mr. Scarponi's this evening? Where did you get that watch, Detective? Macy's, Christmas sale. You didn't answer my question. I was trying to save Mr. Scarponi and his family. Oh, his family. Want to see the Scarponi's family picture album? That's 7 dead in as many days, including Vincent Scarponi tonight. Doesn't appear you are doing too good of a job saving anyone. These are pictures of kids. There are pictures of kids among those photos, Miss Croft. Young kids. You gonna tell me what's going on? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Try me. Do you believe in the supernatural, Detective? You'd be surprised what I believe nowadays. Well, about 3 months ago, I was commissioned to find an artifact. My search led me to Malta, an island in the Mediterranean Sea south of Sicily. There, buried within the ruins of House Selflieni, a twisted labyrinth of corridors and vaults, I found a hidden hypogam, or underground tomb. Inside, I found a talisman with a black pearl in the center, cradled in the chest of a statue that was unlike any I'd seen before. I pried loose the talisman and brought it here to New York to the man who commissioned the expedition. Mr. Lucas Maralto. Maralto was an old friend of my father, and are at least 90 years of old. Oh, excuse me. We're going to try this again. Old. At least 90 years of old. When I was commissioned, he had said he desired the talisman because the black pearl in the center was a wellspring of immortality, and he was dying. A bloody noble fantasy for a 90-year-old man. But his true motives were anything but noble. He intended to use the talisman for revenge. He told me right there in his library. The victims in these pictures are actually descendants of a crime family that has been disbanded for 50 years. This family, the Scarponis, had a war with a rival family, of course, the Maraltos. That all but annihilated the both of them. A truce was called and the war ended, as did each family's power. Their descendants moved on to legitimate businesses, wanting to forget the massacre that destroyed their lives and killed their loved ones. Mr. Maralto didn't want to forget. I tried to take the talisman from him when I learned of this, and I split it in 2. I see that made things worse. Some winged demon was released from the Black Pearl and is carrying out is it Marlito or Maralto? Oh, yeah, it's Maralto. It is Maralto. And is carrying out Mr. Maralto's plan of retribution. I instigated the release of this demon, and I've been trying to kill it ever since. I finally caught up with it 2 days ago, and, as you see, the results of that. So, you're telling me that a demon was released from a black pearl inside a magical talisman and is carrying out a 90-year-old man's personal vendetta, and that you've been chasing this demon, you know where it is, and want to go kill it. I told you you wouldn't believe me. I'll bring the car around. I'm going with you. What? No, you don't know what you're dealing with here. I started it. I'm going to finish it myself. Listen, either we both go or you stay in custody. Yeah, baby, you can stay right here with me, and I'll show you what magic is. I'll drive, detective. Bar Harbor, Maine. Laura, if we have to be up there, what are we doing down here? An insane, murderous billionaire who has a 10-foot assassin as a pet doesn't get a lot of visitors. I don't think he'd open the door. Here, try this on. There's a boathouse on the far side of that cliff, and a lift leading up to the house. I know he has 3 bodyguards. They're idiots and easily bypassed. You sure I'll fit into this? It looks a little stretched. We snatch Moralto and the talisman, and then deal with the demon. I have some extra hardware if you need. You can have one of my 9mm. No thanks. I thought only the police in London were silly enough not to carry guns. I got it covered. Right, let's go. Great, more James Bond shit. Definitely more her element than mine. She's even got the accent. Subduing these guards should be a piece of cake. They probably haven't seen any action in poof, poof, splotch. Easily bypassed? What the hell are you doing? We can't just kill these. Those men were hired killers. I save you the trouble. Judgment granted. Sentence passed. That's the court's decision to make, not yours. I'd rather see them dead than us, Sarah. I've had enough people close to me die, thank you. That's my decision. You can take the last guard to jail if you want. I have to find the old man. He's going to jail too. Leave this guard to me. I'll see you inside. That's one strange cop. Not even carrying a gun. How un-American of her. Come in, Laura. Nice to see you again. So soon. I hope my men weren't too much trouble for you. Can't tell you how much I appreciate all you've done for me. The Scarponis killed my father, brothers, mother, everybody, and finally they're getting what they deserve. And you have made it all possible. Your father would have been proud. Those people that killed your family aren't even alive anymore. Their grandsons and granddaughters had nothing to do with it, with your sick little vendetta. It has to stop. Now I want the other half of this talisman so I can send you and that demon back to hell where you both came from. Oh, Laura, hell is not this demon's origin, nor its destination. And the other half of the talisman, well, it now has a new home. Home, sweet home. A home with no walls. No more 90-year-old prison confined to a wheelchair and oxygen tanks. This is freedom and an instrument for revenge. The Scarponis will die. All of them. Good Lord, the demon. It's you. Ugh. Let me give you a taste of morality. Are you okay? What the hell? What is that? I'm going to have to stand up. I can't see. And it's also... Alright. Damn. Remind me to check out the next Macy's Christmas sale so I can get one of those. Later. Where's the old man? You just blew a hole... You just blew a hole through his wing. Huh? Shriek! Bam! Shrieking! You are inconsequential now, Miss Croft, but our new guest, looks to be quite the challenge. I will enjoy this. Laura, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this too. I wouldn't do that. This thing I have here has an affinity for blowing off hands. Where'd you... Slam! That hurt. Your breath hurts, bitch. What? Oh, no! Inconsequential. I'll remember that. pathetic. No, I thought we agreed no more killing. I agreed to nothing. Hasn't there been enough killing? Will another act of vengeance bring back your family? No. Sometimes the very elements that make our criminal justice system so good can also be seen as a gaping flaw. Take the burden of proof. Who would ever believe a 90-year-old man turned into a demon and went on a killing spree? They would just as easily believe I have an alien entity attached to my arm. I was forced to live with the fact that I couldn't kill this man and I couldn't prosecute him either without getting laughed out of the force. We had to let him go. Laura took both pieces of the talisman with her and promised to keep the demonic influence from emerging again. She definitely has her work cut out for her. I can relate to suppressing demonic influences and know how difficult that can be. I'm sure our paths will cross again. Interesting woman. Mr. Moralta will probably die within a year. He'll spend his remaining time on this earth just trying to breathe. Bzzzt, his vendetta unfulfilled. Hello? Who is it, honey? May I help you? He won't be a danger to society. Is this the residence of Mr. and Mrs. Antonio Scarponi? He is just an old man. Yes, it is, and you are? What harm could he do anyway? I'm an old friend of the family. End. Oh, there's a little gallery. Detail of a 5th century Celtic stone marker. One fanciful interpretation that this is the representation of the legendary weapon, sometimes called the Witchblade. The blade was actually a glove that was said to magically possess the bearer, granting them incredible powers. The 3 stones inset in the carving correlate to the 3 stones in the gauntlet. The sun disk symbolizes the power, and entwining snakes suggest both the deadlines of the weapon and the price it exacts on the bearer. Interesting. Alright guys, there you go. We'll be back with more Witchblade in just a second.